I like Mina Kimes. I think she's a great journalist, great analyst, and she gets a lot of things right. I also really like Jeff Garcia. I think he is one of the most underrated quarterbacks of our generation, and I used to love watching him play. So Mina recently had a take about Jimmy Garoppolo that I don't agree with. She said that Jimmy wasn't helping the Niners win, and she cited his poor playoff stats. Now I think that's devoid of nuance, and so does Jeff Garcia, who took to Instagram to call her out. And while I agree with Jeff that Jimmy is better than anyone is giving him credit for, I think it was a little harsh to call her a joke. She's not a joke, she's just wrong, and I want to show you why. So, it's not just Mina, there are a lot of people in sports media who are criticizing Jimmy Garoppolo for putting up mediocre numbers. But let's look at the context of this game. His receivers weren't doing him any favors, this is his first throw, and it's a drop. Let's check on his second throw. Oh my god, he's got Kittle wide open. Oh. Alright, well, let's see how he responds. 3rd and 12, crowd getting noisy. Are you f***ing kidding me? 3 straight drops from 3 different receivers to start the game, and a very menacing pass rush. So clearly it took a long time for the Niners offense to really get rolling, but then George Kittle made this unbelievable grab. But Jimmy deserves credit here too, because he put the ball in a place where only George Kittle could make a play. And then Jimmy went and did this, which is just sick. We've all seen Aaron Rodgers do this tons of times. A few plays later, Jimmy takes advantage of the George Kittle-Preston Smith matchup. He'll take that every time. And the Niners get down to the 4-yard line, but a Trent Williams hold sets up this play, which was Jimmy's worst of the game by far. Here's the all-22. Now, he actually does a great job escaping the rush. He just needs to get this ball out faster. As you can see, we got George Kittle calling for it here. But Jimmy waits a little too long, doesn't quite get enough mustard on it, and so they're stuck playing catch-up. Also, a great play by Packer safety Adrian Amos to break on the ball. So yeah, it was a bad mistake by Jimmy, but you gotta remember, even great quarterbacks make bad throws in big games. The most important thing is how a quarterback responds, and Jimmy responded very well. And look, I know that this is just a screen pass, but everything about the Kyle Shanahan offense is about timing, and so to be able to get this throw off so quickly is actually quite impressive. Now, I know it's not like a 50-yard Mahomes dart down the sideline, but it's a play that fits the confines of their offense. So this is looking like a touchdown drive, but an Elijah Mitchell face mask pushes the Niners back a little bit, and Jimmy makes a good, solid throw here that gets called back as well. Now, that led to a play that Joe Buck called the dangerous throw, and I see where he's coming from, but I don't think it was as dangerous as it looked from his perspective. Now, I'm not saying it was a good throw, but I don't think it could have been picked off just given where Elijah Mitchell was standing. So the Niners got a field goal out of that, and later in the game we have an almost identical throw. This time, the linebacker makes a great break on the ball and is able to break up the pass. I still don't think it would have been an interception, but I could see where people would say that it's a little too close for comfort. But isn't that the nature of the game? I mean, NFL lore is defined by near misses and close calls. If every near interception was actually intercepted, NFL history would look a whole lot different. The fact is, Jimmy's throws were not picked, and his team stayed in the game. So here's his last incompletion of the game. They're trying to set up a screen here, it's not there, and Rashawn Gary is breathing down his neck. I know it seems silly that I'm pointing out an incompletion, but this could have been disastrous. In a field position battle, where every yard is so crucial, this is a big play. Because if he got sacked, then 3rd and long would have become 3rd and very long, and it would have been a lot harder to convert. But the Niners got that one, and they almost got this one. Good throw from Jimmy again, but once again, Adrian Amos steps up and makes a big play. Then the Packers defense collectively made a play on 4th and 1, and then the block punt happened, and the Niners tied the game. And then when Green Bay got the ball back, Aaron Rodgers couldn't do anything with it. You know, we're so critical of young quarterbacks when they don't take what the defense gives them, but when Jimmy G does just that in the biggest moment of a playoff game, he's still criticized for not doing enough? It just doesn't make sense to me, especially because they won the game. Robbie Gould came through, good as gold, as always. Given the context of the game, I think Jimmy G played great. Apart from the one bad interception, he stood in the pocket against a good pass rush and made some very clutch throws on the road, in the playoffs, in 0-degree weather. The only reason the Niners offense couldn't score is because of drops, penalties, and a really great defensive performance by Green Bay. Also, the special teams found the end zone, so the offense didn't have to. And I'm not saying Jimmy G was perfect because he wasn't, but he wasn't the only Niner to make a mistake. I feel like our standards for what makes a quarterback good have been skewed by, well, this guy. And Jimmy's not better than Aaron Rodgers by any means, but to say that he didn't contribute to the win is just absurd. Jimmy G is a field general. His job is to lead the offense and keep them in rhythm, and he did that. And he's been doing it for years. And I know there are plenty of more talented quarterbacks out there, but Jimmy G is a perfect fit for the Niners system. And I'm posting this the day of the NFC Championship game, and the Niners could very well lose. But regardless of the result, Jimmy G deserves a ton of credit for helping him get there in the first place. So I agree with Jeff's point, but I still don't think he had to call her out the way he did. I think that was kind of rude. But I do see where Mina's coming from. I get how she reached her conclusion, I just don't agree with it. I do, however, agree with her that goal line fades suck. But that's neither here nor there. The point is, I think Jimmy G is a good quarterback, I think Mina Kimes is a good analyst, and I think Jeff Garcia needs to chill. But he's also right. But who cares about any of that? Conference Championship weekend is here. I'm pretty confident in taking the Chiefs. The other game is more of a crapshoot. But I think the Rams will win, which means this could be Jimmy Garoppolo's last game as a 49er. But even if they lose, I think Niners faithful will always hold him in high esteem. Because at the end of the day, he's not so bad.